What's up guys, Sowerz here with another gameplay breakdown, and this time it's coming in from MadCat, and he's obviously an AR player, so it's going to be a different style of gameplay that you're used to seeing guys, so hopefully you guys can pick some more tips up from this. And it's a hardpoint on raid, so let's go straight into the game here as he spawns in, and he's using the M8 with the red dot, which seems to be what most AR players are using. And on this map I'd say ARs are quite important. There's quite a few anchor positions that ARs need to get in, and straight off the bat he's going straight through the middle, and Ryder managed to take him out. But yeah, like I say, ARs on this map, usually there is a good anchor spot to get in, especially on this middle hill here, with both buildings on either side. But it looks like MadCat's going to push inside the hill here, pick a few guys off. There's some great head glitches that he's using there. There's a lot of head glitches that you can use on this hill, so it is a good, even getting an AR in there is a good idea, and picking off some people from long range. So it looks like he's kind of the main hill guy at the moment, picking up some nice kills, just making sure he contests the hill for now. And some nice plays there. You don't usually see an aggressive AR play like this, but he's making work right now. He's got a few kills there, and his teammates are just picking up the scraps around the hill. And he's already got a hunter killer drone there, just using it straight off in the middle hill. And you can see the other team's trying to get an anchor in that building, but MadCat's wise to it, picks him off through the building. So, you know, he's kind of showing there that even if you are an AR player, you don't always have to anchor. If you use the environment around you well, pick up some head glitches, you know, you can find yourself in a strong position. You know, you definitely use those blocks and that round there to his advantage. So the next hill is kitchen, and this one really you want to be holding the back kitchen spawn, but for now they're just trying to make the kills in the hill. Looks like they're spawning middle, so they know they'll be spawning back kitchen. MadCat's wise to that, and he's looking out back, and he's gone back to the bank window, and the bank window does need covering as well. Obviously people do try and push through there, and it's a good spot to go into as well in case your teammates do die. You can just rush straight out of the bank and push into the kitchen like he is now. But unfortunately there's a couple of teammates there, so it looks like the spawn in middle, they still haven't got control of the kitchen spawn, but it looks a bit late in the day to try and get that since the next hill's in garage. And he's going to push around the back here. Makes a nice kill, so it looks like he's going to be the last push on this hill, just try and pick up the kills, but Ryder's wise to it. And they want to be making a move to the garage spawn. It looks like his teammates already have, so it looks like they're wise to that. They've got a 30-point lead, so they're doing pretty well so far. But MadCat got a pretty decent spawn to challenge this hill just for the last few points, get some nice points. And there we go, 325 points there, so sometimes challenging the hill if you spawn there is a good idea if you can make the kill, and he's not too far from some score streaks now. So he's going to push around the flank here. It's more than likely that the other team will have spawned there since his team spawned the original hardpoint. And yeah, as you can see there's a guy there trying to hold that spawn at the back. And this spawn that MadCat's pushing now is probably the main area you want to hold for this hill. It's a great way to hold the garage spawn. And it looks like this team's trying to push through Jim here, so they must be at the Lamborghinis in the air, and Wonder managed to hold it down pretty well there. But there we go, MadCat's got the spawn right next to the hill now, and his team are going to be able to flood that garage, but it looks like he's making a move to basketball courts. And as you can see, he's kind of playing the more kind of anchorish role with the AR, not really getting into the hill, whereas usually when you see my SMG gameplayers or any SMG gameplayers, they're usually in the action a bit more, but he's playing the role right. This is what you need to be doing, trying to control the spawns, trying to control the hills, and letting your SMGs do the dirty work in the hill really. So it looks like he's been MP'd, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think. There we go, he's back up now. But looks like the other team have moved quite early for that hill as well. Now this hill is one you want to move to very early, just like the last one. The both hills really where you want to be moving quite early on, because once the team gets set up on these hills it's pretty hard to break. And as you can see the other team now is trying to set up on this hill. But they're pushing in one by one really, they want to wait for each other, try and push together as a team, but they've got a really good setup on it, the other team. And it's looking quite hard to push through right now. Looks like they're going to try and push the pool side and see if they can try and break the setup. MadCat's going to flank around the back here, and he knows they're going to be spawning that way where he's just killed one, so he might try and wait here and try and pick a few more off. Looks like he's going to do that. But his teammates just spawned up there, so he knows he needs to push around now. And he makes a good flank here, might pick up a few kills. And yeah, pretty unfortunate to kill Jed there, but yeah, good flank there. I mean, like I said, being aware of where your teammates spawn is key to being able to make the right decisions. He killed a guy over at the back of the red building at the back right, and he knew that when his teammates spawned there that it was time to move around the back. No point in waiting there anymore. Picked up some nice kills, but we get the last few points on that. But this next hill here is one where strangely is quite open, but once the team does get set up it can be quite hard to break sometimes. And it looks like it's pretty even here, just got to win the gun battles. And MadCat's just trying to pick a few guys off so his SMGs can push in, but it looks like they're holding it down pretty well, the other team. And he's got a few score streaks now, three guys down now, they want to be getting on that hill. And on this hill you want to be getting your SMGs inside the hill. Looks like he's picked up an SMG, so he's going to try and play a bit more of that role. But getting players inside this hill is because there's so many head glitches and little rocks to hide behind, it can confuse the enemy, so getting a few players in there is definitely a good idea, rather than just leaving one player in there. But he's got all his score streaks now, and as you can see, he's not just wasting them on this hill. There's a big tree in the middle of that hill which blocks most of the score streaks, so you're probably going to save him for the next hill, where it's a lot more open. And yeah, they're trying to move to that hill now. They've got a 40-second lead, so they're moving pretty early for this hill to try and get a good setup. And as you can see now, he's at the top of the red building, and this is a good spot definitely to look out the whole map, pick off some players, and he's just showing that right there. Key buildings these are. If you're an AR player, you want to be in these buildings, picking off kills, supporting your SMGs, and shutting down any other AR player that's trying to get in a spot where he can anchor. But good use of the Hellstorm here on the open area, and he gets 3 kills, and his team can set up now. This is one of those hills where you can set up pretty well on it as well. Some good head glitches you can get behind. And MadCat's wise to the flank here. This is what a lot of teams try and do, is try and flank this spawn here, because you want to be holding this spawn for the next hill as well. If you can keep getting this back kitchen spawn, you've got an easier access into the kitchen, and you close spawner to the hill for the next hill as well. So you can see they're trying to push around the back, but MadCat's still wise to it, picking up some good kills there. Crucial kills he's picked up there, picking up more score streaks, and you can tell that the SMGs are the ones that are doing the dirty work in the hill, and he's just anchoring back. So if you guys are AR players, this is the kind of gameplay you want to be looking at, trying to work on doing, because it's not about playing like an SMG with an AR. You've got to play smart, and you've got to play for the team in terms of where you're positioning yourself. So it looks like they're trying to move to the kitchen now. The other team seems to be holding the first few seconds of the hills before MadCat's team is, but they seem to find a way through every time somehow. And when they get the setups, they seem to hold it a lot better. But unfortunately, couldn't take down Riddles there, ran out of ammo. So yeah, we've got some good players in this lobby here. So you know, you'll be picking up some pretty strong tips, because usually when we get game players where it's against a weaker team, you don't really know if what you're doing is going to work against good teams, but it's definitely working out for MadCat right now. The positions he's getting in, almost picking up some nice shots there. And as you can see, he's getting the spawn back kitchen, which is the one they want to hold for this hill, and they're straight in the hill straight away, whereas the other team are spawning a lot further away. So that's why it's so key to hold this spawn. And he might try and anchor back here a bit, but it's 15 seconds, so I actually don't want to move to the next hill. Looks like they're going to do that. They might leave an AR back in the hill. And there we go, somebody's tried to contest the last few seconds here. And he picks up 325 points for that as well. So yeah, like I say, he's done that twice now on that hill. He's got a lot of points from just getting that last kill in that hill, so some good players there. His teammates have moved to the next hill. But once again, the other team have got the setup early on the hill. I mean, on another day that might not pay off. I think really they could do with moving to the hills a bit earlier, but they're breaking the setups really well. They're pushing well as a team. And when they get those setups, they seem to be holding it a lot better than the other team do, so whatever they're doing seems to be working. But if they're playing a team with a bit more chemistry, they might struggle to break it. But they're making some nice plays here. Looks like he gets shot in the back, not much you could do about that. But he's got a good spawn here, so his team are holding the spawn pretty well. And that's the spawn you want to be holding on this right hand side. And it looks like MadCat's going to try and hold that for the rest of his points here. They could win it if they hold the rest of this time, so it could be a crucial hill here. And it looks pretty much game over almost anyway, but they can still do it, the other team, if they manage to lock down the hills. And it looks like it's going to come towards the end here, so he's just trying to hold the back, because he knows they might be trying to push that spawn at the back, but there's 5 seconds on the clock. And it looks like they're going to take the win, so yeah, good gameplay by MadCat there against some good players. So hopefully you guys picked up some good tips there on how to AR hold on this map. But yeah, if you guys want to see another episode, then make sure you click the other episode on the screen right now. And if you want to see more episodes like this that'll help your game out, then make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching guys, please drop the video a like, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.